As soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do.
Well, well, well. We thought our favorite girl was on vacation. I thought by now she'd be smooching her husband, making him a sandwich, kissing her babies, and trying to make a fifth one, according to what she told us. I didn't make this up. I didn't make this up. She said it. She's trying to get a seventh baby. I showed you the video in the last one of my videos where she said she wants to have 7 babies so she can compete with Matt Walsh, who has 6. Okay? Not my words, hers. Well, girl is back on the internet. She has a book club, you know that, right? Those of you rich folks who are part of her fan base, I'm sure you're part of the club. Well, she was at a book club with her friends, and she started saying the most amazing, ridiculous things, okay? In this particular rant of hers, she accuses Trump, accuses the US administration. She brings in the same Israel she had said she did not say anything about. This is the problem with Candace. She can't keep her words straight, okay? I think she's one of those people who say something and forget it. You know, there are people like that. They say something, immediately they say it, they forget it, and they move on to the next thing. And when they feel like saying another thing, they just keep saying it. They don't say things because they believe it. They say it because it feels okay at the moment, okay? So if they say something and they hear backlash, I didn't say that. If they don't hear backlash, yes, they press the buttons. So suddenly she is back to Israel again, okay? She's accusing Israel. And she even said, you know the thing? Let me let Candy Baby do this because I can do it. Candy Baby, take it over.
To just take a breather and really process everything that happened with Charlie and what it kind of means in terms of where we are. And I think it is a circumstance where we just know. We just know that he was truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope.
Nope. I know many of you will be under this now. Oh no, she did not say that Trump killed him. No, she did not say that Trump killed him. Listen. You have to read in between the lines. But sometimes you don't even need to read in between the lines with Candace because she tells you exactly what she means, okay? Don't worry. There is more. Relax. Why are you agitated already? Let the baby girl talk.
That is it. It serves us or doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them?
First of all, girl, nobody's giving you a holiday, okay? I'm not sure we have up to 2 Congress people who will be siding with you. You have made enemies both from the left to the right. The Republicans don't like you. The Democrats don't like you. The liberalists don't like you. The centralists don't like you. The non-political people don't like you. The political people. Girl, please, you're too delusional, okay? Yeah, that's the first point. Second, I want you all, because Twitter is a whole beast. And I had to comb through it so you guys don't have to. Twitter is that dark hole. When you enter inside, you can't come out. Twitter is like a soft core dark web. You understand what I mean? There are things I'll see on Twitter, I'm like, people actually say things like this out in the open. Wow. Twitter is like the dark web, but outside. Okay? When you go on Twitter, make sure you're ready for everything. So many of her fans were on Twitter saying she did not say Trump's administration or the feds killed him. Okay? She did not say that. She did not say that. Oh, lo. They were defending her when these clips came out. Wah. In the words of Candace. Blah, 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 blah. This is the question I want you to ask yourself before you defend someone on the internet. I've told some of you defend people who are not your family members, people you've never met, people whose birthdays you don't actually know, because it's not everyone's birthday that is publicly known that is their real birthdays, okay? Stop defending people whose real names you don't know, whose real families you don't know, talk less their real thoughts. Who are the people who give individuals a holiday? Please ask yourself that question. I need you to answer that in the comment section. Who gives who a holiday? It will be a government, right? In the case of Charlie Kirk, whom we are talking about right now, I don't want us to go to any other case. I want us to concentrate on Charlie Kirk right now. Who gave Charlie Kirk a holiday? Who insisted that flags should be flown at half-staff? Who named him a martyr and gave his wife a medal? Who held a WWE memorial in which his wife walked in like St. Patrick? Oh, let me look for a good name, a better name. Oh, St. ERIKA. Who did all of that? Was it not Donald Trump? And she says that when they give you a holiday, they definitely killed you. Trump gave that holiday. So what does that mean? No, please write in the comment section. It will be good that I keep my mouth out of this, because some of you be acting, you'll be defending Candace, and I'll be wondering, please, did she give birth to this one? Because I'm not sure her children will defend her this much. The husband she's married to will not defend her this much. Her own father-in-law has never defended her this much. I remember one time the father-in-law actually came out and said, no, we love Jews in this family. We roll with Jews. We don't talk about Jews like that. When she was out in the streets talking about the Jews, this woman sleeps on the Jews, wakes up on the Jews. Whatever the Jews did to her, please, we need to do a deep dive on it. I'm thinking about doing a deep dive. What did the Jews do to Candace? Candy baby, qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait? Non, je vous demande maintenant, quand quelqu'un dit que quand il le donne une jour public, what is she talking about? When they give you a holiday, it means that they killed you. Who gave Charlie Kirk a holiday? Donald Trump and the administration, the government, right? Who gave Charlie Kirk a medal and made him a martyr? Donald Trump. And who gave Charlie Kirk a Bolivar? Israel, right? She even said it, that they gave Charlie Kirk a Bolivar in Israel, and it's not even in a nice part of town. And she, in that same sentence, says, when they give you a holiday, they killed you. So when she says those things, what does she mean? Je vous en prie, explique-moi, qu'est-ce qu'elle dit? Qu'est-ce qu'elle dit? Non, vous seulement, vous entrez sur Twitter et vous seulement, vous insultez les gens pour rien. Vraiment? Candy baby, Lord, you know the funny thing? Those her fans who were defending her, they had to eat their words the next day, okay? Because baby came out and she said, you know what, let's keep on going.
Why is that a thing? You know what I mean? Like, oh, Martin Luther King, what about this holiday? What about this boulevard? Anyways, let me knock it off. Like, they're going to give Charlie Kirk a boulevard. They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do.
J'espère que c'est clair. I hope those from the back, you can see and hear clearly. I wouldn't want anyone in the class to not to go home. With these particular sentences, we could all go home. Okay? But the truth is this. There are so many people who want someone to come out and explicitly say, yeah, this is what I said. She's just said it. As soon as they give you a holiday and a boulevard, they kill you. Who gave Charlie a holiday? The Trump administration and the United States, right? Who gave the boulevard, according to what she's saying? Israel. So what is she saying? Israel did it together. And last time, what did she say? You remember the tweet we saw last time, that when she said the things she's learned in the last week have been crazy, and that there are things that are going to burn the entire house down, that yes, Charlie Kirk was betrayed by who? Every goddamn body, including his wife. It's not me. It's your girl saying it, Candace, baby. She's the one saying it. Donc, j'espère que c'est clair. But don't worry, Candace has more ways to let you know exactly what she's talking about, because she doesn't like people misunderstanding her. As long as people like misunderstanding her, she doesn't enjoy it. So she's giving you more ways than one that she did.
It's the Fed signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you. They're like holiday and a boulevard. And it's never on the nice side of town either. Like Charlie Kirk Boulevard is not going to be a nice side of town.
Okay, you heard her, right? Well, because we got this video from Nathan Livingston, someone Candace hates with her passion. She actually calls him
this totally deranged human being named Nathan Livingston.
The girl hates this guy because this guy is good at calling her on her bullshit. He is giving us back to back clips. There are so many times when I'm trying to do research on finding, because sometimes I'll be remembering things Candice has said that are contradictory, and I want to say, how do I do this now? Most times I have to do it myself, combing through hours and hours of videos. But sometimes I just get so lucky, and Livingston would have made a compilation of it. I'm like, God, thank you. You are a lifesaver, sir. God bless you. Okay. Now, this is it. It seems this guy entered her, the book club and got this thing, and he spread it on Twitter, and everybody was getting it from him. So Candice was angry, and this is what Candice came on Twitter again, on X, Twitter, you know what it means. And she said, Zionists are now signing up to my book club to steal my content. Honey, it's not steal. If they already paid the membership, they are not stealing content. I don't know what you're talking about. You and your followers have this misguided illusion that if someone is talking about you, they don't have a life or they are stealing content. But you talking about someone else, it's okay. It is investigation and it is journalism. Please, I need you all to wake up from your illusion of grandeur. Il faut vous réveiller. OK, Candice? Tu parlais de ton ami qui est mort. Tu parlais de ton ami qui était tué devant toi, comme tu dis. Tu parles de lui tous les jours. Personne ne dit rien. Mais si on veut parler de Candice et toutes tes menteuses, tes enfants viennent ici, papa. Si j'entends encore pim dans mon comment section, je vais vous dire quelque chose. Il faut vous calmer. Calmez-vous. Calm down, all of you. This is your queen. She is as delusional as all of you. If I pay her membership, let her believe me, her content will be on YouTube. I cannot pay that $16 and then just go and watch and come out. She's crazy. It's the same like she goes on, picks other people's contents to make content about it. She was talking about Justin Baldoni, that very handsome guy. Damn. Okay, let me get off my mind. She was talking about Justin Baldoni and the other girl, the other crazy girl who is as crazy as her, the white version of Candace, for years. She's been talking about Bridget Macron was minding her very PDF business after she was dating a 15-year-old, and she went talking about her. Nobody said nothing. No, it was journalism. It was investigation when she's talking about others. But when others talk about her, oh, you should find a life. Some of them will be under my comment section. You don't just think that talking about Candace means like you have no life like. Lord, let me keep up. Candace says, Zionists are now signing up to my book club to steal my content. Honey, they are not stealing content. They signed up for it, which means they paid the membership. Trust me, baby. If I did sign up for that membership, believe me, your content will be on YouTube streets. 1, I meant every word. When the feds are implicated, they always give people a holiday. I hope Candice fans who were defending her on Twitter can hear her now. She says it. She is not mincing her words. She's not playing about it. She's being serious. And she's saying it. They did it. So I don't want to hear it. I hope she will not come back on the 27th like she says she's coming back on the 27th and start lying again and start going back. Anyway, she's a queen of backtracking, okay? We should have a rap song for her, Queen of Backtrack, because she does it exquisitely, okay? She does it so well. She does it so well. Sometimes you start asking yourself, am I okay? Did I hear this right? Sometimes I go back and rewatch a content of hers just because I'm wondering, is it possible someone can lie this blatantly and on the internet where people are recording, watching, and there is proof of it, and lie about it this much? And I go and I see it, I'm like, wow. I guess some people are just that okay with lying that much. 2, sign up here to learn why Sigmund Freud says incest inspires neuroticism, psychopathic behaviors. Okay, Candice, I think we need to sign up so we can know what's going on with you, okay? If there is a course I want to sign up for, it's a course that is explaining your behavior. Okay? Because you live in the Lulu land. The land you live in. Oh, this is something. I was having lunch today and something just came to my mind. And I was just thinking about main character syndrome that America has. You know how Americans are. America has this main character syndrome in which in the universe, not only Earth, not only planet Earth, in the universe, America should be the most happening thing. Even Trump sits and says that America is the hottest country in the world. America now is the hottest country in the world. Trump, how much of this delusion do you buy from wherever you're buying it? And is it going for $99 a ton? Are they selling it for $0.99 a ton or $0.99 a trailer? Because it must be so cheap for you. I know you're rich, but it must still be that cheap for you to, because it is not possible for you to be dreaming America is the hottest country in the world. Excuse me, sir? Anyway, it's the same man who let it go. Laissez comme ça. Laissez tomber, ma belle. Laissez tomber. This grandeur America has developed a few characters inside them. And now, these are how these characters are developed. They are developed in a way that they adopt that American main character syndrome and they feel like the only thing that is important in the world is them. You understand what I mean? Candace has that main character syndrome. There is nothing much more important than Candace Owens. Candace Owens believes that the only person that loved Charlie, that adored Charlie, that was there for Charlie, that never betrayed Charlie is her, Candace Owens. And then the rest of the world, everyone, including you listening to me right now, you are a traitor to Charlie Kirk. Okay? I am watching this and I'm asking myself, if I were, let's just assume in another world, universe, where I'm a man and I'm married to a woman and she's on the internet acting like this for another man, put best friend aside. Put best friend aside. Let's be genuine here. There is a problem here, okay? It is not natural. There is something wrong here. You can't tell me you're fighting for your best friend like this. Yes, I understand the concept of I have friends, I have best friends. If something happens to them, trust me, if I felt something was fishy, I would dig till I find out what is going on, but I will never go becoming a messy person about it. I will not start by just diminishing his legacy, diminishing his life. She says that
there was the grieving process, having to get to the accepting standpoint, getting to the point of acceptance, and then also realizing that nothing in Charlie's life was real. It's just something that keeps me up at night. Just nothing in his life was real. Like everyone's just like, oh, let's just move on. It's so crazy to want to figure out what happened. Let's just start issuing gag orders. And the way to honor him is to give money. I don't know. There's just something really sick and demonic about the entire thing.
His wife, his kids don't exist, or they are just nothing. That's what she says. It means the legacy, whatever he built. Look, it doesn't matter if you like this man or not. Sometimes people forget the essence of a human being. I don't like Charlie Kirk personally. I've never liked the man. I barely knew him. I got a few glimpses of him because of knowing who Candace Owens is and knowing her background, because I've done a few deep dives on her starting my YouTube channel. Then I had a glimpse of him knowing who she is because of knowing she started with Turning Point and Charlie Kirk was like a background to her somehow along the line. I've never liked him that much. The Christian part of it, I don't know. Christians, that's not something we can dig into today, because if we have to, we will spend the night here. Same thing with his wife. There are a lot of discrepancies along their narratives, okay? There are a lot of discrepancies along who the wife is and what she portrays and what she speaks about. There is a difference between what you act on and what you say. And when I see your words that not matching your actions, it gives me the, It's the same like Candace. Candace speaks so much traditional wife, traditional family, but all I see is a feminist. That's my point of view. You can go crazy about it. I understand. My point of view, all I see is a feminist. I asked all of you in one of my last videos, tell me the difference between Beyonce and Candace Owens. I want someone to give me a vivid difference between them. The difference might only be that Beyonce is not out in these internet streets burning everything down and putting out all kinds of conspiracy theories because one, they are all very hardworking women. They got married. They have kids. They are working hard, extremely hard. That is it. The only difference now is that Beyonce says I'm a feminist and Candace says I'm a traditional wife, but she's not making that husband a sandwich. She's supposed to be on vacation, but she's still burning down the internet. Please, ladies and gentlemen, it is time we start putting into perspective certain things. Okay? Candace Owens is burning things in a way that is not appropriate. I understand, like I've said before, the guy, it doesn't matter what you think about him, but he is a human who had a family. His parents, I don't know what his parents are going through, seeing all of this go down. His wife, his kids. Yes, I might have my reservations about his wife, but he has kids, he has a wife, he has a family, his mother and father, and maybe brothers and sisters. These are human beings, and put aside your feelings for them. They deserve some kind of rest. They deserve some serenity about it. If you want to investigate what happened to them, you could have done this in a more constructive way, in a way that shows you are looking for the truth and not like you are just chasing clouds. But that is all I'm seeing here, someone chasing clouds. And I saw this very vividly. Someone said this in a podcast I was watching, and they said, Candace is not unveiling herself just now. She's been doing this for a while. It's just that before she was doing it with the Black community and people thought it was okay because she was burning a different community. And when I look at it, I say, yeah. Because yes, she had a point looking into Black Lives Matter, looking into what the movement is. But this is the problem. She cannot just completely diminish the entire system of the raison d'etre of Black Lives Matter because the corrupt system of the people who owned it. There are people who are genuinely there to push, to struggle, to fight for what Black lives were going through in America. Yes, there are a few people who decided that their main aim there was gathering money to give jobs to their best friends who are not qualified, to their family members, or buy themselves mansions. She could have done that investigation without making it look like the entire organization was just, or the entire movement was just a nonsense. It's the same with the Me Too movement. The way she talks about it is like it was not necessary. Yes, there are people who went through those devastating situations. And yes, we also had people who just used it to chase clout. You could follow it up, investigate it without diminishing what the essence of that organization or that movement was. Okay? It's the same with the Charlie Kirk situation. She could have investigated. She could investigate what happened to her friend without dragging every and anything in between. She was just attacking. The number of people who have caught a stray bullet in the course of her investigation are alarming. And this is the funny and frustrating thing. She drops it like a hot potato and never addresses it again, leaving those people in a bad book in the eyes of her court followers who have no common sense to look at, okay, she never investigated this to the end. She never came through or followed through with this. So we can't accuse this person of this, but they will go under their comment section, accuse those people, and nothing happens of it. Because she doesn't care about follow through. She doesn't care. All she wants to do is drag everything with her claws down. That's the only thing that matters to Candace. Every other thing, noise. Elle s'en fout de tout ce qui se passe. Elle veut seulement savoir que tout le monde parle de elle. Le reste, l'histoire. Le reste, l'histoire. And that is how you see the difference between someone who is investigating and someone who is cloud chasing. Know the difference. I want you to drop in the comment section how many people have been dragged into this with no conclusive evidence, no conclusive statement on those people. At the end, like, okay, I know I dragged Phil Lyman into this, but at the end of the day, all I can tell you is that, yes, his family owned property along that street where Tyler Robinson walked, but he did not do anything, or he did something, or this is where I'm ending this investigation. Oh, I know I dragged Bill Ackman into this, and he had published messages and this, but this is where I'm ending this conversation when it comes to Bill Ackman and his own side of the story. This is where I'm ending it. Oh, I know I dragged Josh Harmer into this, but this is where I'm ending with Josh Harmer. He is the guilty of this, not guilty of that, or this is guilty of this, or this is that. Oh, I know I dragged Bibi Netanyahu and his letter or alleged love letter of mail letter to him, but I think this is where I'm ending it. No, as soon as the letter was dropped completely, she went nowhere to be found. Girl, bye, she's gone. But please don't tell her followers this, okay? Don't tell them this because they will attack you. You don't want to tell them things that are not really pleasant to their ears. You understand me? Yeah. At the end of the day, Candace will tell you what Candace wants. And if it doesn't fit the narrative tomorrow, she will drop it like a hot potato and pick up the next one that suits her. And there is nothing any of you will say because you know why? Trust me, bro. I don't know, but I know. On to the next rant. Thank you, guys. I want to apologize that I left you guys hanging for 2 days now. I've not been feeling too well. So I wanted to catch myself, my breath, relax a bit, and then come back to you guys stronger and better. I'm feeling well now. Thank you. You can hear my voice. The last video I did, the last one I did, if you could hear me well, my voice was really a little bit crappy there because I was really not so well. So that's when I said, no, let me find a way to take care of myself and be stronger before I come back. So thank you guys all. Thank you all so much for your support. I saw one of you sent me a $5 in the chat. I don't know how these things work. I am very new to it, so I'm very I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Thank you all so much. I'm really so appreciative of your efforts, your kind gestures and everything. She says, does Candace Owens' ex-producer mom, who also has this technical dreams, dream code dreams, possibly know how to end the many wars going on, Russia, Ukraine, Gaza, and you know when they are going to testify on behalf of the innocent killer, we need to know. Thank you very much, Just Jules XD. Just Jules XD, she left a couple of very interesting comments, and she's a new subscriber. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but I see a female cartoon there, so that's why I'm assuming it's a woman. I apologize if you're a man. I apologize. She also asked a few more questions. She said, haha, your reactions are everything. You're funny. You have me so subscribed. Thank you very much, Just Jules X. Yup, he wasn't turning on Israel. He was still supporting them. But as a human being, he was frustrated with the donor situation, definitely. That's what happens when you get paid millions. You need to do what they ask. If you have an anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist who blames Jews for 9/11, like Tucker Carlson, then the donor has every right to pull out of helping. ERIKA said in her most recent statement when Charlie was awarded a medal that her and Charlie prayed on the Sabbath. He sounded like a Messianic Christian. Messianic Christian. Well, thank you very much, Juice, for your comments and being new to the channel. I'm very grateful for you stopping by. And thank you all for all those who contributed. Oh my God, I had so many wonderful very wonderful comments. I laughed so hard reading some of them. And then Amira Bath here say yes, definitely cover Charlie Kirk's letter to Bibi. Yes, I'll be reading that. I am looking into that. I will do it. Okay, believe me, I'll do it. And someone Vishti, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. I am terrible with names. Vishti Sanya says, she's Miss Cleo now. I did not know who Miss Cleo was. I had to Google it. I went and looked at who is Miss Cleo, and then I realized I was this lady who was doing fortune telling and things like that before, is it the 90s? Then, funny thing, Candace Owens has spoken about this woman on her show before. I was shocked. Guys, this girl had studied the media. She had studied the media landscape, and she knew exactly how to come and butcher us, to come to us with the bullshit. She knew how to. This person says, Candace is projecting. She betrayed him and is still betraying him in real time. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's the truth. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Definitely. Someone says, Candace's jealousy is showing once again. Face it, Candace. He chose ERIKA. He didn't choose you. God damn. What's the name? Guess 2030. Guess 2030. You're savage. Come on, guys. You guys are still holding on to that theory. And the funny thing is this, I buy into that theory for some reason. When I listen to Candace talk about her meeting her husband and when they were about to get married, one of the people who asked her, like, are you sure you want to marry that guy? Was Charlie Kirk. She had an interview with her husband. She was telling the husband, one of the people who asked me, like, are you sure this is going to be good for your brand? Like marrying a white man, not a black guy from the hood? Was Charlie Kirk. So I was like, okay, was it that these two were in a relationship, some kind of relationship? Because I've seen some of the videos, guys. The way they look at each other, it's giving we feeling ourselves cutely. So I was wondering, did they have a relationship, some kind of relationship? And then Charlie got up one day, I'm like, and he said, I am a Christian nationalist. I am a Christian white man who preaches to people to have structures and families. I cannot marry a black woman. I have to go and pick a woman who looks like me. A blonde one, of course, and a very beautiful blonde woman. I can't marry you, Candace. So he went and went for ERIKA. And then Candace was like, what? She was angry. And then she said, okay, now that this guy I was so in love with, who alleged everything I'm saying now, we are now in conspiracy land. We're in Candyland, okay? We're in Candyland. And she was like, what am I supposed to do now? And she said, you know what? I am going to pick the next rich man I find. And then she told Charlie Kirk, Charlie, I want us to go to the UK. I want us to go to the UK with Turning Point. And then Charlie said, I kind of know someone in the UK. And then they linked up with someone in the UK and they held the UK soft launch in a very interesting location. I heard that place is linked with some kind of activities and cults. I can't say it. So they went there. Guess who is one of the patrons of that, of Turning Point UK? Her then boyfriend, George Farmer. George Farmer was one of the patrons, okay? He was the one who organized most of it, okay? And then he organized the events. Then after they came, Candace was late for the dinner or where she met her husband officially. When she walked in, she looked there. She saw George Farmer. George Farmer looked at her. George Farmer said he knew immediately this woman is different. So Candace said she walked in, she spoke with others, then greeted him like casually. He greeted her also casually. Damn, their love story, I can just say it now. Let me not stretch this video. It's too long. Someday we will have a live, okay? We will have a live and just chat about Candace Owens and her husband's relationship. It's very interesting to me. I don't know why. This 17-day engagement, God damn, I have a full video in my video in my YouTube. I explain everything there. Anyway, so maybe when Charlie disappointed her, she decided, you know what, I'm going to just marry the next guy I meet. Now, about the gag order we talked about in the last video, someone said the gag order is for the physical eyewitnesses that were at the event when Charlie was shot. Not for her, but she can't help and make us everything about herself. Like I just said, Candace Owens has main character syndrome, American character syndrome. But this is another thing I also heard. I heard that the gag order also might include some other people who knew Charlie Kirk, who also have prominent podcasts, to not talk about it because they are trying to avoid people tainting the case. Because definitely, if someone like Candace, who has almost 6 million people watching her, if she's talking about it, there is a chance some of the jurors are going to hear her talking about it and hear some of her conspiracy theories, and they'll be so confused and they'll walk into that room, the courtroom, just confused, and at the end of the day she would have tainted the case. So it makes sense that she might be one of the people that the gag order will apply to, but I heard it's about 3,000 people or above. Damn. Well, those are all of the comments I can read for today. Until next time. Bye.
Anyways, I will be back on the 27th, you guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of weeks, these last really kind of 6 weeks since Charlie died. And we will see you guys then.